who came crawling back. I know, I saw this thing and I couldn't resist. So I'm relevant again. I need to take a selfie. Is that an iPhone 6? No, it's the 5S. Sweet Jesus, that's an old phone. Yes, I bought a new 380 pocket gun and I'm definitely going to keep this one. Well, at least you knew when to admit you were wrong. Now we can get back together like Justin and Selena. Yeah, that doesn't end too well. Scott and Courtney? Worse? Bella and Jacob? You might just want to hide now. And don't watch anything with Miley Cyrus. Nothing good comes from that. Okay, so the world sounds like it is horrible. In 2021, do we still use Facebook? Or is it like MySpace? Dead? Oh, yeah, we still use Facebook. Zuckerberg even had to testify before Congress. What do those dumb conservatives want this time? Well, Congress wanted to know about the information that Facebook was gathering on us and selling to private companies. By the way, you might not want to say dumb conservatives because we kind of turn Republican in the future. What? We're conservative? Why? Well, we get a real job and we start making money and we decide that we want to keep more money in our pocket instead of paying a ton in taxes. So we kind of go the Republican way. Do we at least get to have fun? Of course we get to have fun. We're talking in the house that we live in. We have pets, motorcycles, cars. Our life's pretty good in 2021. And best of all, we have a super hot wife that actually loves us. Wait, did we marry that girl that we were dating in 2009? Hell no, we don't marry the girl from 2009. I said hot, not bitchy. Well, what's in the box? Your return to relevance, my friend. I'm back. Alright guys, it is James here from Gibbs Guns. I know we normally do these intros where I talk about what I bought and all this. I am too excited to do that today. Here we have a new gun. We're going to talk about it briefly, and this is a new gun. This is the Ruger LCP Max. This just came out, what, a month ago, if that, and we're going to get to shoot it. I've got a target set up down there. I'm going to switch to that camera when I start shooting so you guys can see how accurate this gun is straight out of the box. So let's get to shooting. Did I completely miss the target? No, I couldn't have. Let's go fix the target real quick. Okay, let's aim for that black target first. There we go. Okay, so it shoots a little low. There we go. Okay, and my favorite thing, lock back action on the last round. So let's go grab the target and see how we did. Alright, so this is why we practice, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of 10, 8. 6 out of 9 hit the target. We're definitely going to have to do some more shooting with this, but this was the very first rounds out of this gun. I am so excited about this gun. I found out about this a few weeks ago watching, I think it was TFB TV, and I am so pumped up to shoot this gun, so let's get back to shooting. Okay, steel.
going to shoot one more mag here, and then we'll kind of go over the specs, and then we'll talk about comparison to another Ruger and possibly a Glock that I own. So anyways, one more mag, or well, two more mags. The last mag we're going to use 4 targets, and we're going to compare that to the LCP 1 and the Glock 42. So let's go ahead and shoot. Go back to that steel. Oh crap! I forgot I have other targets. We're gonna put this back in the holster for a second here, because we do have those last shots, but we also have some shaving cream and stuff. Man, James, couple of cans of shaving cream and some soda. Man, I completely forgot about this stuff. All right, I completely forgot about those. Let's go ahead and shoot some targets. We'll go right to left. So the small shaving cream, big shaving cream, and then the can of cream soda. Shaving cream. Okay, here we go. Shaving cream. That was close. All right, the big guy. Yes, that was awesome. All right, we're gonna back up back here and shoot the steel again. All right, let's talk about. Let's shut it first. Get that hammer out of the way. All right, so let's briefly talk about what's in the box here. So, first off, you get this nice little pocket holster, or I guess you could use it as a sticky holster too on the hip if you really wanted to be adventurous. Obviously, the gun here, which is unloaded, and one mag, and this is a 10+1, or this is a 10-round mag. The gun obviously can hold one in the chamber. You can also get 12+1 mags, which I'm definitely going to be pursuing directly from Ruger. Then there is the mag loader, which these little guys are always handy to use. And there is this is the actual base plate that comes on the mag. I used the extended finger grip. And then nice lock. Is it Ruger branded? I'm not sure. I haven't opened this up yet. Nope, just a black lock. There's also a Ruger chamber flag that I forgot about because I've been carrying this all day actually. And of course all the paperwork and fun and all the stuff that comes along with the new firearm. So, all in all, absolutely a great purchase. We're obviously going to improve on that, and that always comes with practice. But out of the box, hitting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 on the square out of 9. It's not the best shots I've taken, but could also be better, or it could also be worse. But anyways, we're going to shoot 10 rounds through this thing and see how many we can get on target and how accurate it can be. We'll do an overall score of it versus our Glock G42 here and the granddaddy, the original LCP. Okay, so as you see, we have our target set up down here, and I'm going to go ahead and shoot. I've got 10 rounds. Whoa, that's probably not a good idea. There we go. I've got 10 rounds loaded up in the mag. We'll go ahead and take our shots. Right here is my marker here on the ground. I've got a box. And we're going to see which gun's the most accurate from this distance. Well, really, the most accurate, period. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that I think the 380, or all these guns are 380, the original LCP is going to be the least accurate because it's the hardest sights to see. And I'm going to say this one will probably be second compared to the Glock, but we'll see. So anyways, we'll go ahead and drop the mag, put her in the holster, and go ahead and shoot. All right, so as you see from our target, we're obviously hitting a little low. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I don't know how many hit there, but we'll go ahead and say 10-ish. So altogether, we've got like 48, 56, plus 27. So out of a possible 100, we have 48, 56, plus 27. So out of a possible 100, we've got 83 here. Obviously, the 8 ring is just shot out on this. We also have another 8 ring there, and then all the rest of these are 9s. So, I mean, all in all, not a bad grouping. Obviously, though, shoots a little low. So, if you want to kneecap somebody, this is perfect. Anyways, next we're going to shoot the G42 and see how it compares to the LCP. So, I'm going to set a little debate about something. Last night, somebody made a comment on the original Glock 42 video about it not being a pocket gun unless you're wearing clown pants. Well, I'm obviously wearing some not so skinny jeans, but I'm not wearing baggy jeans or anything like that. I am carrying the G42 right here. It does not have a holster on it because I do not have a holster because I normally don't pocket carry it, but this gun can be pocket carried with a nice holster. So anyways, I think that puts that debate to bed a little bit. You could easily get one of those. I think this would be like a size 2 pocket holster that would hold the entire gun. So anyways, it is a pocket. It can be considered as a pocket gun. Any gun's a pocket gun if you're not a wuss. Anyways, let's go ahead and throw 10 rounds down range. We'll go ahead and aim for that target and start shooting. So, oh, right there, okay. Right. And for the last 4. Okay. Let's grab the target and see how. Alright, so Glock obviously markets their products as Glock Perfection, and this is pretty dang close to it. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hits on target. Let's see. So we've got 24 in the 8 ring, an additional 36, so that's 50 in the 9 ring. Wait. Yeah. No, 60, I'm sorry. That's 60 in the 9 ring together, and then an additional 30 in the 10 ring. So we've got a total score of 90 for the Glock 42, which is definitely better than the 83 on the Glock, or on the Ruger LCP Max. So all in all, like I said, I'm a convert. All right, the Glock's amazing. Okay, just say it. Glock fanboys, you win. All right. Anyways, next we've got the original LCP, and then we'll compare the 3 side by side. All right, so we've got one more gun left, and actually the holster that comes with the LCP Max actually does fit the original LCP. So this is same thing. This is a 6+1 capacity, just like the Glock 42. We'll go ahead and throw them down range. But yeah, the holsters for that come with the LCP Max will fit this gun. However, holsters for this gun will not fit the LCP Max because of the size, like the form-fitting ones that are made specifically for the LCP. The LCP2 ones, though, should fit the LCP Max. So that's either and or type equation. Hey, folks, I'm not an engineer yet. Anyways, I'll go ahead and shoot this one downrange, and we'll see which one's the most accurate. Okay. Going in hot. One thing I do dislike about this gun is it does not have a lock back action on the last shot. That did not stick around. Okay. Alright, let's go grab the target. Alright, so the original LCP, we put one dead center, so that's 10. Then one here on the 9 ring, which is 19. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the 8 ring, so that's 40. Yeah, so 40 plus 19. So the original LCP scored a 59. I did think that was going to happen. I thought the original was going to be the least accurate handgun, just because the sights are that difficult to see. One of the things I forgot to mention was to compare the triggers of these two. So both of these guns are unloaded, as I'm putting one back in my pocket. Yeah, they're both unloaded here. So the original LCP, the biggest drawback of the gun was the trigger pull. Everyone said it, everyone complained about it. Ruger listened and actually made a better trigger in the LCP2, and I believe the LCP Max's trigger is pretty close to that trigger from the LCP2. So the original trigger pull, it starts out, there's just a little bit of free play here, and then this is a long pull, and by the time you're ready to fire, the gun's already pulled this way or this way. But long pull, and then it broke. Now, to reset that and let that get back to the point of fire again, there's 2 clicks. So right here is not where the trigger has reset. You have to let this go all the way out, and then you can fire again. And then it's that long drawing trigger pull, which was a part of the safety feature of the gun, not putting an external safety on it. So it's kind of an understood option. But all in all, you know, this was a great light carry gun. Now, in the case of the trigger pull and everything else, Ruger listened and built these features into the LCP2. You could also get custom triggers for these as well, which I've still thought about putting one on to make this just a little bit better. Also, the sights on these are very difficult to see. I mean, just unadjustable, very, very hard to see sights, which Ruger fixed with the LCP2 as well. So I used to actually have sight overlays for these that were like a big sticker that I absolutely loved, but I ended up running out of them, and the company that made them on eBay got rid of them. So that kind of happens. But anyways, that's the original LCP. Now, when comparing the trigger pull on it to the LCP2, all right, we're unloaded. The LCP2 trigger pull, there's a lot of free play here, and I'm really showing this extremely, or you know, a little bit of exaggeration, but the LCP2, it does actually have a trigger safety, which is actually better than probably at least my M&P when it comes to that. But basically, you take it up to the wall there. That wall is very firm, and then it crisply breaks, although it's a little dull. And then when this one resets, as you take it out, right there is your trigger reset, and it's ready to fire again, versus the LCP, where the LCP had to take it all the way out and then bring it back in. So all in all, this is just an overall improvement to both the original LCP and the LCP2. All right, so what can be said about this gun? Well, number one, this is the best LCP I've ever shot. That's not saying much, I guess, but it is a really great improvement on the original model. I've owned that original model for about 7 or 8 years. I've probably put close to 2,000 to 3,000 rounds through it, possibly up to 5,000. I mean, I've put a lot of rounds through that gun over 7 years. I've never had malfunctions that were the gun's issue. It was always like 10 count range mags that I still want to find because they're loaded up with critical defense. But those mags there was one that would always misfeed the last round. That's the only failure I've ever had with that gun. I've had no failures with this gun today, running the first 60 rounds through it, which is, pretty good. But with this gun, I cannot sit here and say, oh, there's no market for this. Because at first I was a little skeptical, saying, well, who's going to buy a 10 round 380? And after today, shooting this, keeping it in my pocket and going, well, you know what? I could be wearing shorts, I could be wearing swim trunks, and I can carry a very viable firearm with comparable competent ammo and be able to shoot this thing pretty frequently. So in that sense, this is absolutely worth the price. This MSRP is for about $499 or $449, sorry. And the creature comforts that are built into it are absolutely worth that extra cost. The original LCP I think I've seen for about $300 for the longest time. For that gun, I would say spend the extra $150 and buy this one now. Okay, if that's the gun you can afford, great, go buy it. But on the other hand, this right here is an absolute bear of a gun. All right. So one thing to consider with this gun too is you can carry a 12 round mag in the gun, a 12 round mag in your pocket, and have 25 rounds. I normally carry 25 rounds when I'm carrying 40 cal on my hip, but I could do that in a pair of shorts and not have to worry about that, not worry about my pants being pulled down by my gun. So all in all, this is absolutely well worth it. I guess you could say this is like the ultimate summer gun. I mean, it's absolutely light enough to carry in pretty much anything. And it's one of those guns that it's just perfect for the application. This isn't a gun I'm going to try to take to a shooting competition where I'm going to be shooting 100-yard targets. That's just not what this gun was made to do. But this gun is there for minimal carry. I mean, the absolute minimum level of carry, but this provides the best option for that. You get the most rounds to fire, it's fairly accurate, and all in all, it's a great, great gun. So for $449, and believe me, I got mine for less. You can find these at a lower price. Look around online. You can definitely find these for a lower price. This gun, though, is the perfect solution for that. Yes, carrying 6 rounds at a time in the old one was a great option. Don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining about it. Or like the North American Arms 22 that I featured last week. That's not a bad gun to carry. But this right here blows both of those out of the water for me. And this is something that I definitely will be carrying more in the future. So this is definitely a well-rounded purchase. Okay guys, so if you made it to this far, I want to say thank you for watching. Obviously, this has been an awesome day. I got to review a brand new gun. This has only been out for maybe a month. So I definitely want to thank you for watching this all the way to the end. Now, what I want to say is, obviously this gun was not free. I had to pay for this gun. It cost a lot of money. So please check out my Patreon. Throw a couple bucks my way. There's plenty of content, more access to me, all kinds of things on that channel that I put out there for, obviously, this channel. So please check it out. Once again, thank you for watching. Seriously, thank you. Like, this channel is starting to actually grow. I'm seeing an uptick in subscribers. I'm seeing an uptick in views. My Facebook page is finally live. Check out the link down below. There's also, obviously, the Patreon link and my Twitter. And you know what? I'm going to throw my Instagram down there today, too, because it is live as well. So I have all my social media going. Please check those out as well for additional content that's not featured on this channel. And I'm James from Gibbs Guns, and honestly, thank you again. Yeah, let's go shoot some more of this Max.